Today I want to talk about reverts, or a reversion to something's kit. Netease needs to start reverting some of the changes that they have made. And by that I mean Invis self-shield. Gonna talk about that a bit. They gave it to her, and instead of just taking it away, they've done everything in their power to try and nerf it, and it's just making the shield worse and worse and worse. And why would you even use the shield that much? The shield is kind of bad. You just never had to give it to her in the first place, or you had to look at it and go, maybe that was too broken. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, and take it away. What I mean by this is, what are things that have been added to their kit that you would really like to be reverted, that you think should be reverted for the health of the game? Comment it down below if you like the video, like what I talk about, because I read all the comments, and I respond to almost all of them, unless I don't have anything to say. My least favorite things that I think need to be reverted are the group wall giving you CC immunity, and Invisible Woman's self-shield. Both things are my least favorite part, where you buff out somebody's weakness. The only reason Groot is a permaban, and he might not be in your ranks, but anytime I play, people always want to ban Groot. And I sit there and I go, why don't we just play Punisher Emma? We'll just fry the Groot so hard that he can't play Groot. But nobody wants to do that, and you can't displace Groot, which was his biggest weakness, outside of just breaking his walls so fast. His biggest weakness was displacing him. With Wolverine or Angela was added, Angela does it, and they removed that from the game. And that's like, why would you do that? Invisible Woman doesn't really remove weakness because she was already good against dive, and it just helped her out against dive, but it takes less skill to play her because now you can just heal yourself. You can block damage and heal yourself very easily. And that, both of those changes took those characters and went pew, super high. And instead of going, maybe we should change that and find some other way to balance them, they've just been trying to balance the other change. Well, with Groot, they haven't really been doing it. But with Invis, they've just been nerfing the self-shield over and over and over. It's kind of ass right now. Why didn't you just remove it and put the shield how it was before you even gave her a self-shield? I think that's way, way better than anything you could have done. There's someone in my Discord, join the Discord. His name is Victor. This is Victor. Shout out Victor. He said animation cancels on supports, right? Invis used to be able to do animation cancels in Cloak and Dagger. I don't play supports, so if you know what that is, let me know. But they can be easily overpowered, and he was like, I just wish it was there because it encouraged higher skill ceilings. That's what he thinks. So what's your least favorite thing in the game that you think needs to be reverted? I'm so glad they reverted Bucky's grounding on his E. That is the only thing this dev team has done in that vein, and they need to do more things like it, because it's just not good for the health of the game, half of the abilities that they tack on, because those abilities aren't intended to be for that character, right? The character was created, and then 3 months later they went, staple that onto your kit too. Groot doesn't need to be CC immune. He shouldn't be. That was his biggest weakness. That was the point of playing one of those characters into Groot. Now, I do have an ability unlike that. I would defend myself in the comments, blah, blah, blah. I'm not making a video on that, but whatever. The point is, the dev team needs to do that more, because they realized that made Bucky too strong, and they took it away. But why couldn't they realize that with Invisible Woman? Why couldn't they realize that with Groot? It's just absolutely insane. I just think it's not that hard to remove it. It would not be that hard, because sure, Groot wouldn't be as good, but then you can just buff his base kit, increase the amount of bonus health he gets for each instance of damage from his Ironwood Wall, buffing the Ironwood Wall while taking away the CC immunity from it, making him better at what he was originally supposed to do without buffing out his biggest weakness. Or increase the max health of the Ironwood Wall can give you. Again, making him better at what he originally did without buffing out his weaknesses. I just think removing weaknesses by going buff because that removes it, and buff because that removes it, or oh, you're not strong enough, we're going to buff you, and then we're going to try and nerf the buff instead of undoing the nerf. Undoing the buff. It just doesn't make sense to me. I guarantee you there's way more examples of this, because I guarantee you many people are going to be in the comments saying, Comics comments saying, "Oh, Captain America animation cancel. They should give us that back." And I agree. So let me know. Let me know. Thumbs up. And then there was a midnight sale. So I got all these comics. It's almost all Doctor Strange. But that's pretty much it. Happy 4th of July, as of recording, obviously. I'll see you later, soldiers.